Hi everyone, thank you for joining in. I would like to present you my long-term short review of the JBL Live 460NC on-ear wireless headphones with integrated noise cancellation. So as usual, without further ado, let's start from unboxing. As you can see, these headphones comes in rather typical looking JBL packaging. Very colorful box with a lot of printed info, whereas as you can see, most of the functionality is very well represented. 50 hours of battery life, noise cancellation, voice assistance, automated mute, etc. So let's open it up. Here we've got headphones itself with two cables. 3.5mm to 2.5mm for wired connectivity and quite short orange one, which is very common color choice for JBL, USB-C to USB-A charging cable. Behind the plastic form, which keeps headphones intact during transportation, we've got a small envelope with paper printed instruction or manuals, if you prefer. We've got here different safety instruction in many languages and quick start guide. It has all functionality of the headphones explained in pictures and text. Could be a good idea to read it before you're about to start to use these headphones for the first time. Speaking of which, let's free it out from the plastic. The headphones seems to be very well built, feels solid and sturdy. The headband padded with rigid mesh fabric. It connected to a plastic ear cup with metal plate reinforced adjustable mechanism, which provides secure fit with 90 degrees rotatable ear cups. As you can see, it seems to be quite durable. It's definitely good enough for a longer period of listening. JBL Live 460NC has excellent logical placed control buttons, which provide good tactile feedback while being used. It comes with volume up and down controls, which also allows to skip the track back or forward. The middle button plays or pause audio, also answers or ends calls. Touching the left ear cup for 2 seconds will activate the voice assistant. Now I would like to compare these headphones to the couple of others I've got here in my collection. Here is Audio-Technica ATH M50BT2, my favorite over-ears headphones at this point. As you can see over here, headphones quite a bit larger than the JBLs, way more comfortable to wear than any on-ears. Here is one more example. This time it is Beyerdynamic DT240 Pro. These headphones are on-ear Pro Studio model, but in some cases could be regarded as over-ear. It is some sort of in-betweener. Last but not least, here is JBL E45BT, model I bought many years ago, which is also one of the reasons I opted out for Live 460NC instead of any other. They are looking quite similar. E45 is still working just fine. This JBL keeps its charge and didn't went loose on construction, all intact. All buttons placed in approximately same places, but the quality of the button itself are seriously improved. One more thing which has been improved is a mesh fabric on the headband. As you can see, it seems to be more tactile and rigid than the previous version. Now let's take a look at the JBL companion headphones app. For example, I'll use my iPhone running iOS 16++. With the JBL headphones app, one can customize listening experience in many ways. Activate various features like ambient aware, talk through, ANC, automatic play and pause, and the voice assistant. Plus, it is possible to customize EQ sound profiles. For me personally, it is not that much necessary. Most of the time, I've got the equalization settings to off. It sounds quite saturated without further manipulations to my liking. There is also some pre-made presets, so you can choose one if it suits your taste. The other interesting feature is the adaptive noise cancellation, which makes possible to customize level of noise coming from the outside. When the ANC on, the sounds that are getting in are muffled, sound distant and without low end, which is good enough for regular use. Unfortunately, smaller ear cups don't feel as good as the larger headphones or earbuds would, The quality of noise cancellation strongly depends on a tight fit and isolation of the ear cups. The automatic play and pause function works by pausing the audio when one would remove the headphones. As soon as headphones are back on, music will continue playing. The ambient aware increases your environmental awareness by boosting ambient sound while your music is still playing. Talk through, on the other hand, lowers the music volume and amplifies pitch, so you can have a conversation without taking the headphones off. Since the best codec option on Live 460NC is AAC, which works way better on Apple iPhones, I will use iPhone 14 Pro Max for today's audio testing. I'm sure this JBL will work absolutely flawlessly with SBC codec too, but in this case, I personally would prefer iPhone and its near-perfect system-wide implementation of AAC codec. As expected, it works exceptionally well with the iPhone, no surprises here. Moreover in a minute. JBL Live 460NC not only works with Bluetooth wireless connection, but it also could be used with more traditional, so to say, wired connection. Let's take a look. I've got here 3.5mm to 2.5mm supplied cable. Have to say that this cable looks and feels good. Now let's connect it to the headphones on the one side and my beloved LG V40 on the other. LG V40 is very well known for its audio quality, still one of the best devices to check on it. No surprises here either. As expected, these headphones sound very good with cable, in fact slightly better than wireless. In general, the sound is slightly more accurate, balanced and warm. I'm happy to still have an original cable from the JBL E45BT with integrated microphone and remote control. Interesting fact, I can use it perfectly with Live 460NC too. Connected to the headphones and no charge needed. I've got my hands free. Moving on to the iPhone. I have to use Lightning to 3.5mm adapter, but I'm not going to use the original one made by Apple. Instead, I'll use Ugreen MFI certified one. Just prefer it in black. Regarding the sound quality, must say that there is not so much difference. iPhone natively sound a bit colder, so to say, and that would be it. Regarding the use with the iPads, as you can see here, there is not so much difference in use between iPhone and iPad. Experience is approximately equal. For playing my high-res audio files inside iOS environment, I'm using Onkyo HD Player. It works very well, most importantly, sound good and capable of playing all audio files including DSD audio. Live 460 40mm audio drivers deliver JBL signature sound, a balanced tone with well-pronounced mid frequencies, giving emphasis on vocals. The bass is quite satisfying too. This unique audio quality is something you won't hear when using other brand headphones. Talking about audio quality test, here is some tracks I've used for this. The Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here. Probably one of the best tracks for testing JBL signature sound, in my opinion. Guitar in intro sound very nice, absolutely clear, very lifelike. Vocal parts are straightforward, very present. Drum kit sound very powerful, great dynamic, extra rumble in the sub-bass department, bringing even more power to the song. Overall great presentation, very entertaining. Peter Gabriel, Love to Be Loved. Beautiful track with fantastic integration of live sampled and electronic instruments from the beginning of the 90s. Due to slightly emphasize sub-bass, JBL turning it into the roller coaster of jaw-moving bass lines. It is indeed very entertaining and powerful. Vocal parts sound very clear with great precision. Overall, it sounds very modern, engaging and fresh. Lana Del Rey, beautiful people with beautiful problems. This is a fantastic combination of two completely different voices, which sound absolutely great on these headphones. Both vocalists are very nicely represented. JBL signature sound, bringing out nice details of female vocals into the front line. This song has a lot of different textures and all of it is very well represented. Overall, it sounds beautiful, engaging and very intimate at the same time. Depeche Mode, World Full of Nothing. Fully electronic synth pop from the greatest masters, Depeche Mode. And again, JBL's native ability to emphasize sub-bass give this song a bit of extra dynamic. Martin Gore's vocal sounds, powerful and fragile at the same time. Entertaining, enjoyable and beautiful. Overall, very powerful presentation, although might sound a bit more artificial than it intended to be for some people. Aretha Franklin, Daydreaming. This remastered version of beautiful song of the Queen of Soul is absolutely great material for this test. The JBL Live 460NC turned the beach I was walking on into the mini concert hall, no less. Drum kit and percussion sound very nice, creating powerful groove. All orchestral elements are very well represented. I could hear very clear every intonation of beautiful Aretha's voice. Have to say that in my opinion these JBLs were here at its best. Last but not least, the Beatles, back in USSR. Remastered and remixed version of this famous breakthrough song is a fantastic material for the test. I have to say that I was rather impressed with the presentation these JBLs had made out of it. Starting from a clear sound of the airplane on the background and finishing with very dynamic and engaging sound of the drum kit. It was exceptionally good. Extra rumble in the sub-bass department brought some extra flavor to the whole presentation, which is absolutely welcoming. All elements of the composition sound very good and fresh, even if it originally has been recorded in the 1960s on the analog magnetic 4-track tape machine. Now a couple of words about implementation of the voice assistants. These headphones work with Amazon Alexa, Google Voice or Apple Siri. Even if JBL states that all three are possible to use, only Amazon Alexa is chosen by default, and every time when I put headphones on, it requires to switch from Alexa to other manually. There's also no option to opt out from using it. Very disappointing and rather discouraging. That also would be my biggest complaint about these headphones. The JBL Live 460NC, an excellent choice if you were looking for portable headphones with high quality audio, as I was. Aside from excellent performance, it has a durable and sturdy construction, making it best for travel and outdoor use. It covers a wide range of audio spectrum. It is foldable, and according to my personal previous experience with JBL headphones, it will serve long and well. As for listening experience, wired mode sounds slightly cleaner than the wireless, which is still a very common thing. Unfortunately, at this point, wireless is still not as good as wired in regards to audio quality. I also admire the call quality in these headphones. Connection was always very stable. It was sound very clear on both sides. And that would be all for now. As usual, thank you for joining in. Thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe. And see you all next time.